How to borrow money from Cash App. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm gonna be talking to you guys about Cash App and how to borrow money from them. So before I get right into this video, let's look at this quick TikTok video to give y'all
drawback. Is there any catch or So fairly recently, Cash App introduced a new feature called the borrow feature, where you can borrow money and pay it back through a loan. Now, what's the T? What's the drawback? Is there any catch, or what is it about? So I read the terms of service for you. But full credit to Miss Gia, because she led me on to this, and I've actually borrowed from Cash App, and I want to give you a full, unbiased review.
Have y'all seen this yet? So apparently, you can now borrow from Cash App. That's not me. I don't read terms and conditions. There's a person on here that does read terms and conditions. If you knew who the fuck I'm talking about, tag them, so that way they can read.
And I got you, but before I go on, I just want to admit any biases that I may have. I've used Cash App. I used this actual feature twice, and I've loved it. And there were a few things that I did to make sure that I didn't violate any terms of the loan, and that I made sure to pay it back either early or on time. And I want to share those with you after I talk about the terms. And while I do this for free, I accept any donations, and I really appreciate it. So I'm going to put my Cash App tag right there. I really appreciate it, and it makes these series go quicker because the people that have donated before made this series possible. So what is the borrow feature, and what bank is this really pulling from? So the bank that these loans are being pushed through is First Electronic Bank. It's based in Utah. And the one thing that makes this tool so competitive is the fact that it's industry low rates, meaning it's not competitive to the point where it's very predatory necessarily in the way that you would see those payday loans or payday advancement loans, where they have such an interest rate that is so high to the point where you're going to be in debt even if you accept it, thinking that you're going to get out of it. Also, I would be doing a disservice if I didn't talk about this really quickly while I'm on the subject. A lot of these advancement loans are in neighborhoods that are demographically poor. And with intersectionality, you realize that a lot of these neighborhoods that are poor have people of color and that are disadvantaged because they don't have people reading terms of service for them. But Cash App isn't doing that, and that's why I'm rocking with Cash App, because they have a very straightforward terms of service for this. Getting right into it, when they start you off on a loan, it's the first one is probably going to be around $20 if you don't have any history with Cash App. Now, you get 4 weeks to pay it off, and if you pay it off early, then you don't have to pay the extra fees that come through the 5% fee that is added to the loan itself. But what happens if you bite off more than you could chew, or something happens to you financially where you aren't able to really return the money that you knew that you were able to take and then return fully? Well, this is where it gets interesting, but it's pretty straightforward. There is a 1.25% simple interest on that loan. Not compound interest. I know that a lot of you took algebra and you took geometry, but simple interest is a lot simpler than compound interest because it's not adding on the interest to the gross amount in the loan that is overdue. Meaning that I'm seeing a lot of people in those comment section on Ms. Gia's page saying that they're not going to pay it back. You should pay it back as soon as you possibly can, because it's just going to add more to your overdue balance. And if you're not paying it off, then it affects your ability to borrow in the future. Meaning if you're using like a Cash App card, which is what I do when I go get my groceries every single week, this is something that they're looking for, because if you're putting money through their platform, then you have a less risk of not giving it back to them. Some more notes. This is only available to U.S. residents currently. They might expand it, but I don't work for Cash App. I don't know, but I feel like they might expand it if it's successful in the U.S. Lastly, making sure we're covering credit as well. Borrowing money from Cash App will result in inquiries, which could influence your credit score. So please don't not pay it back. So fairly recently, Cash App...
All right, so you guys seen that video. He was breaking down Cash App and stuff like that. So what I did, guys, I went to Cash App myself because I wanted to see how the borrowing feature worked. So let me go to Cash App. So as y'all can see, I'm on the home screen of Cash App. Now, you probably asking yourself, well, okay, how do I go about borrowing money from Cash App? Now, on the video, the guy said that it was currently working in the U.S., but from the research that I've done, it seemed like they wasn't having it going on in the U.S. currently. So, but anyway, if you're in a country where you're able to borrow money from Cash App, all you would have to do is look down at the bottom left corner of the screen. It will show your balance right here. You'll just click on that button where it shows your how much money you have in your Cash App, and then you'll just scroll down until you see the word borrow, and you'll click borrow, and that's how you'll be able to borrow the money. But me, I currently live in the USA, right? So I tried to borrow money from Cash App, but I didn't see that feature right here. All I seen was my bank account logo right here, the bank logo. I didn't see the feature to look at my, how much money I got in my account so that I can borrow money. It didn't show me that. So what I'm gonna recommend you guys do, right, if you're living in the USA or any country for that matters, but anyway, what I recommend y'all do is go up here to this little profile picture at the top right of the screen, right? And you want to click on it. All right, it is going to, hold on, did I click it? Yeah, there it go. All right, once you click on it, you'll get on this screen right here. You're gonna look for support. I recommend everybody just go to support. Boom. All right, so now that we're in the support screen, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the search box up here and I'm gonna type in borrow, because I wanna borrow some money, right? So BORROW. So as you can see, guys, right here in support, if we read this, it says Cash App Borrow is currently not available to all U.S. residents. Keyword, not available to all U.S. residents. All right, not saying that it isn't available in U.S. It's not available to everyone. So some of you may be able to borrow money, some of you may not. All right. Features and limits. Once approved by a parent or guardian, authorized users will have blah, blah, blah. We're going to go here to this first one. It says borrow. Let's click on it. All right. So let's see how to borrow money from Cash App, guys. So Cash App Borrow is currently not available to all U.S. residents. Below is a list of potential factors that may influence a customer's access to Cash App Borrow. So they do have it in the US, guys, but these are some things that you will need in order to qualify to borrow the money. All right, you need your state of residence. You need to have an activated cash card. All right, so if your cash card isn't activated, then you cannot borrow any money. You need Cash App usage. You need to be using Cash App. You need credit history. All right, you need these things in order to borrow money from Cash App. So it is available in the U.S. You can borrow money from Cash App. You just need to qualify according to this right here. See, because it's not available to all U.S. residents. It's only available to maybe the ones that have all of these things. All right, so although Cash App Borrow is not available to you right now, we are working hard to expand Borrow to more customers like yourself. We will notify you directly if Borrow becomes available to you, but are unable to provide a time frame. So this is pretty much is what it's saying is I need to have these things, pretty much state of residencies, having activated cash. I need to get my cash card. I need to use Cash App, and then it says credit history. All right, so far that's all that I see right now. It also has this link where you can contact support if you want to ask them more questions about how to borrow money on Cash App. So let's just click that real quick. Okay, you can talk to support right here. How can we reach you? All right, you'll just put your number or something. So just hit chat. Chat on your own schedule. We'll notify you a message, and your history will always be available. So you can come here and chat with, if you don't have the borrow feature available on Cash App, just go here to the support menu and start chatting with Cash App and see if they can help you get qualified so that you can start borrowing money on Cash App. But it seems like it's not available to all U.S. residents. All right, but it is available to U.S. residents. So some of you guys will be able to borrow money. Some of you guys will not be able to borrow money. But I just thought this was a pretty cool thing that Cash App was doing. That's the reason I decided to make this video. I hope it was informational. I hope it helped you guys get an insight on how to borrow money from Cash App. If it did give you any help at all, please give it a thumbs up. Turn on your notification bell, hit that subscribe button. I will be posting more videos for you guys. And yeah, so it is available in US. So my last video, I didn't know what I was talking about, but I did more research on it, guys, and it is available in the US to certain residents, not all residents. All right, so if it's available to you, then congratulations. You should be able to borrow money. I don't know how much money. I think it's like he said, it's like $20, $100, or even more. It depends, I guess. But I recommend you guys do your own research. And then let me know in the comment box below what you guys think. And if you just want to tell me thank you or anything, just leave it in the comment box below. I'll see y'all soon.